Hi, buddy. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and get in here. Beastmen, Malagor. Alright, so we're just sieging Ekrund here while they're away. So we're going to see the Bloody Hand might try to come back over and fight us. We need to watch Malagor's health. Ideally here. And, sorry, I was just checking. Students are turning some papers here soon. Okay. Making sure. I thought I saw an email from one of them. Okay. So we're going to gamble, try to get some more than that. Yeah, we do not have a health potion yet, so we gotta keep track of that. So what we're going to do is just run this up the wall. And special thanks to Steve also for sponsoring this campaign, Steven. Anyone else who'd like to sponsor a campaign, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Let me know what you have in mind. We can set that up. But yeah, for this, we're just basically just going to run in and just swarm them. Should be pretty straightforward. Gotta be careful with the Gore Bowl. Because... Well, let me go ahead and get this started, and then I'll explain that a little bit more. You gotta be careful with the Gore Bowl, because what they'll do sometimes is just open up the, they'll just open up the door and let them in, and they'll close the door behind you. So they have like a bunch of little kind of troll things they do sometimes. You can hold down Alt to target the ground instead of target a unit. Okay, I think we miscasted there, but it'll probably be alright. Let's go ahead and get these up here. Boys, get... Just kind of chilling here. I thought we were already going up. It's my bad. Okay, come up over here, guys. We just want to stand the bull here, but not actually attack. So we can go ahead and get him up here. So we're just going to kind of overwhelm them with numbers here. Boys, get up these walls. What are you doing? They're kind of all freaked out here, I guess. I don't know what's up with that, but... Remember, that takes away their physical resist, too, and they have no armor as Savage Orcs, so... Obviously going to be really good. Also lowers their leadership by quite a bit. Let's kind of overwhelm them just with numbers. Just wear them down. Now they did leave some back here. Sometimes they don't leave any in the back, and you can just kind of run and take their town center. Yeah, we just want to go ahead and still just keep killing these that we can get a hold of up here. Let's tag as many as we can because these could rally back. So we're just trying to put as much damage on them as we can. Trying to stop as many from rallying back as we can here. Okay, they're just running. Alright, so we did take a couple of miscasts, which is not amazing. Now you can occupy stuff. It's questionable. I don't remember what all it does. Like, the buildings are pretty bad, though, from what I remember. Like, it can give you some stuff. If you level it really far up, I think it might be able to give you some call if you drop a lot of money into it, and it might even be able to give you some dark favor. But I think there are just very specific places where you might consider that. However, right now, we just kind of want to go for that dark favor. The money for loot and raise is really good, but the dark devotion, the constant casualty replenishment, if we're not in a Badlands area, that'll actually be really good, but I think we're going to be in Badlands. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and raise and sacrifice. The 1300 is kind of worth considering, but... Ooh, Book of Asher is nice. Okay, nice. We're not in Badlands, so we will get the replenishment. Although we still can't do the encamp stance. So we're at 24 tribal call right now. We're at... I thought we bought... Did we not buy the call yet? Oh, we can do. Okay, so we haven't bought it yet. So for 419, we can buy this. It's basically, this is just double the amount. So we're just going to go ahead and buy this. Okay. So remember, that's really our goal. It's just to lower the cost on these Ungors as much as we possibly can. Okay, so we just probably want these upgrades on them. The leadership is so huge. We got to get that. We'll go with that. And then next turn, we'll finish off the Fury here and go for agility over strength. Okay, Gorbel. Remember, it's going for the leadership. The money, the upkeep reduction, like I said last time, is really good. But the 14 leadership, especially early on, is really nice. So just having at least one Gorbel that's like that is handy. Okay. So we can't recruit or do anything else here. So once again, we want to be very, very careful with the Confederation with them. Because they will increase all of our costs. Like, you don't want to have lords that you're not using, not on your books. So why military alliance with them? Well, just so they can feed me a little bit of cash every now and then, and maybe so I get a little bit of intel about what's going on over there. It might make a couple of people mad. I mean, particularly the Skaven are not going to like that we are military allied with them, but whatever. I mean, they're probably not going to like us a ton at the end of the day anyways.
I have only one good ear, yes, but I still hear you. Not logical!
See, Border Princes are actually starting to like us a little bit.
Greetings, stranger. I refuse.
It's because we're killing all of the Greenskins. Little do they know. Okay. And then the text, we're working that. Then our Dark Devotion. We're just going to save up and get the 20 call next off of the Dark Devotion. You can get the growth and stuff like that, but, it, you know, as I explained before, it really doesn't matter, like, that much. Okay. Because you're gated by money so much in the early game anyways that having that extra growth is sort of, like, it's good, but I'd rather also just spend a little bit more devotion and less money to go get, are they going to occupy that? What are they doing? Just trying to run out of there. So what we could do is go into Hidden in Camp and see if they try to occupy Bitterstone Mine and then hit them next turn. Because obviously if they occupy, then it takes a lot of their troops. Okay, so these are the moon bonuses we can get. And these are sort of random, and the amount that you get is also kind of random. That Dark Devotion is very nice. The minus 15 leadership is sort of a big deal. Because we have low leadership, but we are getting those leadership bonuses. So you get all of your units fully replenished for 2 turns. But it costs you 36 horde growth to do that. Now, I don't think you can go negative. You just sit at 0. So that would be really nice to heal everybody. But we have pretty good replenishment anyways. We can get 75% movement speed. So I'm thinking either the horde growth... That lasts 6 turns, though. And no replenishment is kind of bad. So I'm kind of thinking this right here. Is that Dark Devotion so important early on? It's for 5 turns. Okay, we're going to do it. It's a little greedy because that's going to be a tricky fight. But if they go for Bitterstone Mine, you know, like I said, they might here. Let's just go to like right. Go to like right here, maybe. So we're kind of out of range. Dang it, I didn't realize that was the stuff. That's fine. We can do that, and then... Come over here a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to replenish, and then... This guy's going to get that, so then that will allow us to purchase the discount next turn. Hire a couple more units. Okay, so we should outnumber them pretty heavily. We do have the magic. Remember that magic just completely wrecks Savage Orcs too, because they have no armor, and, well, they have 40%. It's because he gives out that bonus to them, so it's not going to crush them as much as the other ones, but still, we're going to reduce their physical resist by quite a lot whenever we put the devolve on them, so they do have a giant, which is tricky, but I think we can beat them. Okay, so the question is then, do I go ahead and upgrade this? And I think the answer is probably yes. We are going to be able to get a discount next turn. We can raid if we need to get a little money back, although there's not really a great property for us to raid right now. You know what? I'm actually going to wait because it is a little risky based on our costs. We need, like, just one more good fight where he hits level 5 and we get that, the call discount. Okay. Alright, Red Fangs are starting to warm up to us a little bit. They're also getting busted up.
Go on, talk. I'm listening. Forget it. Might as well.
Okay. We're not going to go over there and fight them, probably. Arachnos way down there. They don't like us. Anyone that could even partially like us, we probably need to...
I have only one good ear, yes, but I still... Never!
Okay. So we're going to power up, see what they do. And then, we don't have enough growth with him yet, no. In order to get, raiding party with him. Okay. Okay, good. They took the bait. And then they took Dragonhorn Mines, which is nice also. Not for free. If they want to pay us for that, we'll consider it. Okay. I don't remember getting this announced before. Sacred herdstones erect in remote, secluded places. Okay, yeah, I remember seeing that. Gets a buff to replenishment, growth, and recruitment costs. Okay. Okay, revealed through missions. Okay. Serpent Jetty, Cursed Jungle, so... It's way up there. Cursed Jungle, I assume, is really far away. Castle Artois. It's an interesting one. Where's Racto Gorge? Oh, that's really far north. Okay, yeah, that's not happening. Oh, we got something to kill Warzog. Okay. Alright, we can do that. Okay, we're just gonna dogpile them. We might be able to do it with just one army, but...
I ain't doing that!
I do kind of want to... I mean, we could kill them for free, but I don't want to give these guys a chance to replenish, because they're actually a threat. That'd be really greedy. Okay, so we want Malagor to hit 5. Well, no, I don't think we're going to be able to hit them both. If we had that movement speed buff, we could, but...
Forget it. Malagor, rough cold.
See, the buff when you have 26 call here, remember it was 50% recruitment cost reduction for 0 to 25 call. It's 50% recruitment reduction and think it was either 5 or 10% loot, but now it's 75 reduction, 2 horde growth, and 5 devotion a turn. So if you have a whole bunch of extra call, you're incentivized to use as many trash units as you can that don't use call. And you get these like big bonuses for your faction. That's not like a huge bonus, but I imagine it only gets bigger as you get to 50. I've never had 50 extra before, I don't think. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, they're half health, and we basically have double the numbers. I think we're just going to auto-resolve this. It's just going to be a slaughter. And we're going to be able to replenish anyway, so... we'll get on to a more profitable fight, just so we can maybe complete the campaign on time. Okay, Dragon Home, sure. 3. So we could get 50 growth. You do get 10 Bestial Rage. So, I mean... that is kind of nice if we do want to get to a Bray Herd, but... I would also like to get to the extra call, so that we can get back to the 25 call bonus. I mean, what are we going to do with that growth anyways? I mean, there is some stuff that could be nice. The extra Bestial Rage is definitely relevant, because we can get 17 with both armies. I mean, it's basically 2.5 growth, but we don't have the money. This eventually leads to a lot of good things if you get that Dark Devotion. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for the Devotion. Okay, nice. And we do get that replenishment, which is sweet. Okay, but unfortunately we're going to use that 25, or I guess fortunately, but scraps of food, upkeep reduction, and then for here, strength over agility, and fury of the herd. (14) leadership. This guy, I think we just want Fueled by Blood and then Gargantuan Hooves. And what can we hire with him? He only has 1 growth. Nothing that great. We could raid. We're not going to get any money off of raiding, but it does reduce upkeep cost by 10% and gives us some Bestial Rage. And gives us some Horde growth. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. And then, yeah, other options. I mean, you can get, like, this Horde growth, a doe can be decent. You can acquire those naturally, too, though. Like, all of these followers, you can just get these from winning battles. So it's really just like, you know, if you want to make... a lot of them you can get anyways. The Totem of Rust is actually quite good. Lowers enemy armor by 10. But I think the bonds... I mean, these are just permanent buffs for every lord, which is pretty huge. So the Horde growth for everybody is nice, and the Horde recruitment capacity. But I still think just maxing out that call money is just huge early on. It just starts snowballing you so hard. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, how much... So if we wanted to do the Centaur thing, 40 call is so much, though. I'm not even sure if Centaurs are that important. I don't think I'd be running a ton of them, versus I am going to run a ton of Ungors. So, we'll hold off on that. Alright, and then I guess we're just going to position to take this out next turn. Just a free 150 dark energy, basically, to burn that again. Yeah, he's running out of there. That's fine, though. Still get the level up, still get the energy. Just really what it's all about early. Just getting some of those levels so you can get the discounts on the Ungors. And then once you have that, once you have your economy somewhat stabilized, see, that lowered the cost tremendously. Once you get that economy stabilized, I guess I could have hired 2 more units if I wanted to, although we don't need them right now. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead with him. Yeah, we're gonna hit it with him to try to get him to level up so we can get the discount on him. Okay, 5% upkeep on the army for Herd Zone follower. Okay. And Horde growth. See, we just got the dough. Oh, wow. He ran really far away. What? That's weird. Why he's running that far. But, okay. Alright, so he leveled up. Agility over strength. And then I think just Blessed by Evil for another 10% reduction. This is also like 30% from rating is really nice. You can potentially go for this if you want to. That does give 2 extra cap on Bestigors too, so you can just like spam Bestigors all day pretty much later in the game, if you can afford it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, there's some places where you can get, you know, like 300 gold a turn off of that, but 10% upkeep. Because it's already going to be pretty cheap. It's 10% off of their base, though, so that's pretty much like 17. 1, 2, 3. 17 times 13 is... I mean, I don't know. 13 times 13 is 169 plus 52 is like, what, 113 or 213. So that's 213 a turn, guaranteed upkeep reduction, and you get recruitment. And that's just on the cheap stuff. If we start getting more expensive stuff, that pays off. Whereas, like, how much would I get for 30% extra rating? Even if it was 1,000 gold on the raid, I would only get 300 more. So I think getting the upkeep reduction first is probably better. And then later on, we'll probably get that also. It's all about that money. Money matters to every faction, but money, like, really matters for Horde factions because you can't get any income, so it starts to get a little awkward. I do want Fueled by Blood also, but get Gargantuan Hooves so we can match the movement speed of him. It's really awkward when you're trying to keep 2 hordes together and one's way faster than another one. Okay, over here, you get more buffs. So we talked about this last time. I just want the extra melee attack. Now, this is for everyone on the map, period, at all times. This one is only for people that are within 40 range. So, probably won't be in range for, like, cavalry, like Centaur charges and things like that. Maybe Minotaurs if we charge with them, but yeah, the 12 armor and missile is, you don't want that. I don't think, in most circumstances, so we're going to go with that. Extra melee attack. Now, we do still have that debuff for 3... Where is it? Own path. This. 3 turns for the leadership, so we got to be a little careful. We do have several leadership buffs, but it still could get dicey. Okay, and then we're just going to keep working towards that. Okay. Yes, yes, pay us the money.
What?
We're probably gonna kill them, so we do not want to. They're kind of in our way. Red Fangs are sort of in our way, but Greenskins will probably kill that soon enough.
I'm in charge here. What you want? Never. Huh? Go on, talk. I'm listening. About time.
Okay. But it is nice to have a couple of friends, once again, just early on especially, so you can just kind of cash in. Get a little money, every penny counts.
I refuse.
Yes? You have a proposal? We are willing to hear it.
I don't agree.
It's also nice if you have someone that's friendly that will come in and occupy this stuff later on, so you don't... Because, like, a big threat with hordes is if your enemies come in and just, like, start occupying all the stuff that you already burned, then you can very quickly get surrounded. You don't really ever have a safe geography. Oh, do I have enough, actually? Almost. I'm like 10 short, so next turn we can get that tribal call 20. Okay, and as you get more lords, this actually gets more expensive too. A lot of these bond things, so you need to get these. And this is not. I do not believe this is horde cost, horde building cost. Like when it says growth, and this everywhere, I think that's just for your normal buildings, not your horde buildings. It'll say horde if it's for horde stuff. So yeah, you need to try to grab as much of this stuff early on before the costs accelerate. Because the more lords that you have, the cost starts going up on all of this. So the extra movement range would actually be pretty nice too. And ambush chance. There's a lot of really good stuff. The dark energy or whatever is definitely a resource you need to prioritize. Dark devotion early on. Okay, let's go. I think that, you know, the more that I've played it, I think that the horde growth does matter early on, sort of, but realistically, you money-wise, you just can't afford the higher tier stuff. Like getting a tier 3, like just main building, is like 8,000 gold. It's like absurdly expensive. So just taking every opportunity you can to get that dark devotion, start grabbing that stuff is good. Oh, let me plug my phone in here. I need to turn it off silent and plug it in. Just in case my wife's trying to call me a little bit ago. She might want to go out and get something to eat later. Okay, alright, no, sure. Okay, so we could get some call and buy one of these techs. Gonna get one of those. That's expensive. If we get the call and buy a tech, guess we. Oh yeah. Oh, it's 20, so we'd have 21. Okay, never mind. We need 4 extra call to get the bonus. I guess we can just keep waiting. There's really no point unless you're getting over 25. So I guess we could save up and maybe get the 31. If we get enough. Okay, so how... We don't have enough. I think he doesn't have any armies left from what I saw, right? Very, very small army. Top Knots is also getting destroyed by something. Not that it matters that much. You want to try to work your way north, though, because your win conditions are basically killing all of the humans and the dwarfs. The dwarfs are very difficult to deal with early on because they have a lot of armor. and like melee defense, so they're tough. But you got to kill Leon Core and all the humans, pretty much. The problem with the dwarves is there are little other dwarf factions that are like scattered throughout the world. So if you don't kill them, and I learned this in the Chaos campaign, if you don't kill them fairly early on, then you know, they can confederate with like these little dwarfs down here, or God, the Doomsday scenarios, they confederate with like these dwarves down here. If they spot them like out at sea or something, and just be like really, really annoying to have to run all of that down. So anyways, all right, so we can move up here normally and recruit. Does he need to build? I don't think anyone needs to build. I could build something else, but I think just getting up there quick is probably a better option.
Stop pushing it. Husky dust.
Okay, and then we'll hold on to the rest of that. I think we looked at pretty much everything over here.
Me and the lad got some time. What do you want? No way!
You move. I'm in charge here. What you want? Go on then.
Got old cash out of them. We've already hit up Jagged Horn, I think.
What will Skavenblight do? No!
What?
Border princes occasionally, believe it or not, they like.
I will.
Yeah, but to say occasionally they actually give you some money. You can't do any alliances with them, but they really like that you're killing all the Greenskins, so they are willing to chuck a few coins your way. Now, okay, yeah, it's not gonna be worth it. I was thinking I could get one of these techs here for the 2. The 25% from rating is kind of a big deal. But I could buy one of these for 5,000 and then get the extra call, but I don't think that's gonna be worth. Okay, and we can actually wait to upgrade any of our horde buildings for that discount right there, which would be pretty nice. Okay. Double check items. I don't think I've upgraded my items. Okay, I want that over here. And his growth matters the most, so we'll put that over here also. Pox attack, upkeep for all units we want over here, because we have the Gorbul, and he's a legendary lord, so it's more expensive. Okay, that's all fine. And then okay, that's what's giving him the regen, which is actually really nice. What? Okay, so okay, so we lost the other devotion that we got at the very beginning of the game, I believe. No, we still have that, so we're still gaining 125 a turn, which is pretty good. It's almost like a full burn per turn. So once he gets to level 5 and we get that upgrade, we want to prioritize Malagor. Okay, is that all they have left? We might just kill them here. Yeah, looking alright on time. He's going to be able to run, most likely. I mean, what we can do is burn it, and then he might occupy it, and then we can kill him after he occupies it. Because he might think we're his friend, because we're burning stuff. Oh, they burned something. Okay, Grimgore burned a minor town on his own property. It's brutal, man. And not smart. Okay. Some factions you do kind of want to burn everything. I mean, Beastmen's one of those, but not the Greenskins. They don't get that much more money for burning stuff, I don't think. Okay, so with him, we're just gonna reinforce here. I moved a little too much. I could have done something else. Either raided or... I mean, it's not a huge deal, but... Malagor didn't get anything there. How close are we? Is it 1,200 or 1,300? 1,260. Okay, so we are pretty close. On that 30 call. So we should be able to get it next turn. Okay, I think everything else is looking fine. Yeah, that's Scabby Eye's only army, I think, so... Should be able to kill them. Let's keep cranking. See if we get a manual fight this episode. I hate having, like... I mean, I guess we could have fought the one earlier, but... yeah, Carcassonne hates us, so... Skaven are usually good people, like scavengers. If you're evil and you're killing everything that Skaven doesn't like. For them, because they love to come in and occupy stuff. Like, right after you kill it. Okay, nice. Little bonus cash there. Okay, just normal objectives. Alright, I think we can run him down, even if he runs. But is he going to be able to run him down? I don't think I can kill him with just this army. I might be able to. They are a little injured. I mean, we could just come over here and raid. I mean, how many Dakaraz doesn't have that much? Because he's gonna, if we attack him, he's gonna run to, like, probably right here, and he's gonna get reinforced from the town anyways. So I guess we'll just go to, like, right here, maybe. Yeah, the 246 on the raid is really, like, not that much. But I do want to wait a couple of turns to get that 10% discount on the Horde buildings before I upgrade, make any more upgrades on the buildings, so... So we can move over just a little bit here. It does give you experience if you want that, but I think just the raid is... This raid does give you horde growth, reduces upkeep, does a lot of good stuff. Okay, no one's occupying those things yet. Okay, we can go ahead and get that call. We want to try to get this last one at 8:39 soon. We can. Okay, so it hasn't upgraded yet. It'll do that next turn. Okay. I mean, I guess we could have hired more units if we went into a camp stance, but... I think we have enough to deal with them. I hope, at least. Oh, nice. Extra leadership and melee attack. Did that... And that penalty just fell off, too, from the previous moon. So now we have all of our leadership back. So that's good. We're getting a little bit of extra Dark Devotion, Horde Growth, post-battle loot. Okay. Nice. Alright, well, here we go. We can get a manual fight going here. So we have 29 against their...
I'm special.
I'm gonna have about 29 too. I think we still beat him though. We might even be able to ambush the guy on the outside. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I know what we can do. Hold on. You can attack with this guy, siege him, and then attack the dude on the outside, make him run away from the town. Because they do this kind of crap to me all the time.
Ready for bossing? You need help?
Oh, the dude on the outside has no army. Okay, so it's basically just the stuff on the inside that matters.
Freedom. First war chaos. War done death. Malagor.
Wait, who's Broken Nose? Oh, they're way over here. Okay, I thought that was Scabby Eye. Okay. Okay, who's Scabby Eye at war with? Okay, we can't do any treaties with the dwarves. Alright, we're just gonna have to fight him. And this will put us in a flanking position on him too. If we do this, I'm pretty sure. So he's gonna run, so at least we got him out of the picture. We're not gonna be able to replenish or anything, but I think there's nothing else I can do to prep. Oh. We didn't have access to any regiments for now. No, not until level 10. Okay. Let's do it. So I maybe should have hired some more Ungor there. We're being a little greedy here. I'm trying to wait till I get that upgrade so I can get the Axe Ungor. Isn't that right, Sadie? I didn't realize literally everybody has... Okay. He does not have Vanguard, but everybody else does. It's kind of awkward, but alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit him before everybody gets in here.
Taxi. Go left. Force. Ak. Lakshayak. Dark beasts. Gara. Chaos. Undors. Zagab Arbath. War. Go left. Pass.
Heating up a little bit here.
Bar. Silla Dawad. Left car. Bar. Saiz. Quill. Fair Saiz. Bar. We your army. Fast. Bar. Akam Sai. Pass. Black Ass. Fast. Daxi. Malagor. Dar Agnew. Grimdark. Undors. Ark. Car Chaos. Cloven Ones. Cloven Ones. Fast. Bar. Darkishik. Bar. Sladawas. Dark Cities. Angle. Bar. Whoa, Darnet. Queer beauty. Big queer. Faguda. Fast Dawas. Twilak. Arkansas. Ba. Ravka. Sawusla. Angors. Fast Dawas. Gulif. Fast. Angors! Orcs! Force! Beastmen!
Well, where's all this extra stuff coming from over here? Where's...
Fagudat! Lakshayak! Kasla! Shaishak! Ango! Quilak! Kakishak! Rokar! Gaza! Akashak! Bah!
Yeah, that 89 leadership. Pretty good.
Fast! Chaos good! Saish! Bar! Shawusra! Nagumab! Bar! Saish! Earth! Force! Torgum! Bar! Chaos Girth! Fast! Bar! Undors! Bar! Grimdark! Ungor! Sludge! Dark beasts! Fass! Mayhem! Ungor! Crow! Cloven ones! Bar! Fass! Quillac!
They just hit some kind of threshold, I guess, where they just all ran away. Their leadership just disappeared. They're all in a town, so they're all gonna die. Good kitty. Really don't think it was that close, but I'll take their word for it. Just the raise and sacrifice. And we could start going for more rage, but I think we'll just stick with the plan here. That does give me some more replenishment too.
Get off, kid!
When's a magic power reserve? Okay.
Malagor!
I think just fueled by blood, maybe. 1 point for all that vigor loss reduction is just huge. It used to cost 3 points to get that, and it was still a good deal back in the day. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna... We can't hidden in camp, so I guess we'll just rotate over here. It's possible the dwarves come out and try to occupy this. If they do, we'll just kill them too. And that's kind of nice, especially people that aren't at war with you, is they see your stuff, and or they see like a burned town, and they're like, oh, I'll take that. You can go in hidden in camp too, and, you know, just kind of bait them into taking a town. And then pick them off. It's blessed by evil. Okay, we're about to get the horde cost reduction thing, and then we'll get the growth soon after that. And are there any... I think, you know, like I said, I think we just go for the next call level. Herd stones, like, these are only temporary. They only last 10 turns, so, like, those can be pretty good. And then these, this is what it takes to be able to recruit those special units. The Wild Dragon Ogre and all of the Chaos-themed units. The Khorne Gores are probably the best ones, most likely, in a lot of situations, but it's still 10,000 gold. And that's just for the right to hire them. You still have to build the building, and there's still a cap on them. And it costs 800 Dark Devotion. So, and they are 3 call each to hire. I believe, which is even more than the normal ones. The Ascensions, these only last for a little bit of time. Now, they only cost gold, though, so late game, if you just need, like, a quick buff, like you're about to get into a really tough fight, you can drop one of these, you know, just drop 4,000 gold and get, like, you know, extra winds of magic and cost reduction on your spells and all that stuff. And I guess all armies get the Totem of Rust ability. And you get bonus versus large. So these can kind of be good, like, on the spot later on, if you just are about to have a tough fight. You can get, these are items that you can permanently get as well, if I didn't mention those earlier. But it costs money and Dark Essence, and, you know, once again, they take up just like a normal item slot. That's pretty good. Vigor loss reduction 10% for everybody, and 100 per turn. Some of these are new. Idol of Chaos. What is that one? Okay, minus 10% for enemies. Ward save. Okay. Minus 2 for all spells. Okay. I mean, I guess that's alright. But yeah, I think the bonds are still your best one, just because it's a permanent buff on everybody. You don't have to equip it to one lord. It just works. So, and I think when we look here at the themed gores, you notice this guy can't get a Dragon Ogre. It's just for legendaries. These are 3 each, and these are only 2 each, the Bestigor herds. So I still think that the Bestigor herds, like pound for pound, cost for cost, are going to be able to compete with these. At least somewhat. I mean, they do get 25% extra weapon damage and 10 melee attack. And when they get 10 versus infantry, so they have 69 melee against infantry, so they are going to be better. Are they faster too? These are actually not that bad. They're 48. I thought they used to be really slow. I thought they were like 32, which was really awkward because most of the Beastmen are really fast. So these are better, you know, in the abstract, but I don't know. We'll see. Time-wise, 102. Okay, so we'll go ahead and end this turn, and that'll probably be it. Let me...
Kelsey, cut outside. Go on, talk. I'm listening. You stupid.
Okay, so he burned it, then he occupied it up north. Okay. So we can't hire anything yet, but we can start hiring here in just a bit. So we are kind of getting our money stabilized a little bit more. Now, we're not making a lot of money yet. You really, like, the number one way that you make money is raiding, which is awkward to me because usually I want to conquer and, you know, just move forward. But there might be some times when we have a bunch of lords where the best thing to do is just to sit there and raid, you know? Okay, he dashed outside of his town. If he's not in reinforcement range, we could kill him and then take the town. That's actually extremely good for us because we have so many units. This is very good for swarming factions. How long does that brutal business last? 10 turns?
For the wisdom of Valea.
They're in reinforcement range, so I don't think we can take them. They just have too much armor, too much melee defense. They have to occupy this before we can get them. They have to be outside of that town. That's the thing about Beastmen too, like, you don't have to go attack every town. I mean, it's, like, it's useful if you want to do that, but, you know, it's okay to punt. And just to say, I'm just going to attack your outside towns. I'm just going to raid this property for a little bit and just wait for an opportunity. So, I'm usually not super great about being patient in this game. I just want to go forward and just kill everything. And the Beastmen kind of require you to be a little scheming. I mean, I could stop off and grab this. This extra recruitment capacity and horde growth is very good for 525. But we have lost a lot of our call bonuses, or a lot of our Dark Devotion bonuses. I think I can only assume that that would give us, like, free recruitment, or pretty close to free recruitment, and 10 Dark Devotion if we get higher, but I don't know. Okay, we'll just go to, like, right here, maybe.
War done enough.
You're not right in the head.
Army size. Freeze chaos.
Yeah, they're actually free right now. Are we in a war area? I'm not really sure, but those are like literally free. Okay. Okay, so we might as well crank those up, and then with him, we can either go ahead and get this, which would give us a bit more call, horde growth, income, all that stuff, or we could get this for the 10% upkeep to Ungors, and it would allow us to hire the axe ones, which are better. These I'm not really interested in. That could actually be kind of interesting. The 10 horde growth could be a big deal, potentially. But we're already growing, like, quite a lot. I think we just go with that this turn. Oh, can we do... We can upgrade and do 2? Okay, I didn't know you could do 2 at the same time. That is going to make the other stuff more expensive, but... I still think that we ultimately want that. All of those upgraded. I mean, the campaign movement range is fine, like... $10 horde growth for 10%. We can do that with a skill, though, I think. I mean, we could double down on it, but you can get these Beastmen escort. 10 for 8. It does give you an extra recruitment capacity, though. I mean, what's gating me right now from what I want to be doing? I need 8 for this, 12 for this. I'm gaining like 1 per turn. And I'm at 6. That would give me about 1.5 per turn. And we need to try to get to tier... I mean, I really don't need another Bray Herd or another Wizard right now. Getting the Minotaurs are good. They are expensive. Tell you what. I know that I want this 100% at some point. It's really cheap. It's flexible. We're not in a huge rush to get to tier 3. I mean, what am I going to do at tier 3? I guess we could get... that's actually not a very expensive building. We could try out some Centigores since they are going to be so cheap. They do cost a little bit of call, but having more just like mobility and ability to flank, because we get 30% off on them. Could try them out. It's a pretty cheap building compared to a lot of the others. That's definitely not worth this. See, like, it's all the min-maxing, so I can give up 10 movement range to basically get 10 horde growth and 1 recruitment capacity. Then I can use this one. Oh, you have to pick 1 ruination building. Okay, so I have to choose. Oh, that makes it a little more interesting. The 10% upkeep at the cost of 5 growth, I think, is probably better. So I could just get this then, because do I want to spend 7,000 right now to upgrade this? I just don't know if we have that kind of disposable money. I could just get 2 of these potentially, and that would give us 6 call for 2,000 gold. I'm gonna get how much? So I'm gonna get 20 call. That'll put us over the cap, anyways. I guess we can just hold and think about it. Oh, this guy we can go ahead and upgrade. Yeah, let's spend the money on him. go ahead and upgrade him, and then we can upgrade this pit hovel here. Okay, and then Malagor, we'll just hold up and think about it for a little bit. Okay, but they're both hiring, right? Yeah. Okay, so we may need to try to go for a Bray Herd soon.
For the wisdom of Valea.
Okay, we'll wait on the rest of that. We're gonna get a moon. Okay. Damn it, we're at 110. I really got to keep these to like 50, 45 minutes to an hour. I know my audience probably doesn't care if it goes over a little bit, but for my own, like, just time efficiency, so I can make sure that I'm releasing a new one, try to release a new episode every day, I need to keep them within those limitations. I guess buying some Minotaurs now, like, just a couple. And we could get the Centaurs instead of the Minotaurs. They are a lot cheaper call-wise, and they still do serve the function of flanking. Like, yes, they don't tear through armor as easily, but Mutinous gets... sure.
Yuagu quer yabagu.
Okay, so there are 2 Greenskin armies there. So... that seems really weak. I think that used to be a lot stronger. It used to be like 20 melee attack. Maybe not that much, but it was a lot. So we could get 15 Bestial Rage, and we could sit here and just, like, raid. And just build up until we get some Bray Herds, if we want to, for a couple of turns. We get replenishment. Upkeep reduction for 3 turns. Our upkeep's not that high, though. I kind of don't want to give up the defense. I guess we'll go Ruinous Incentive. Try to get those Bray Herds rolling in.
I'd rather eat a squeak.
Shug off.
Okay, so I guess that's not rolling up until next turn. So that will ultimately give us 15. So we could just come out and raid them and just see if they want to come at us. It's not going to give us that much to raid them. We could just hit them. Maybe that wasn't the best use of that. They already had that? I thought they literally just took that from Scabby Eye. Didn't Scabby Eye just die? Oh, it was a Confederation. Okay. I thought they killed it. Okay, so that means that... oh, wait, if it's a Confederation, these are going to be extremely low on HP. Okay. Presumably. So we should be able to hit them. Ironhide. So we'll start off next episode and go for that. I think we just go for the kill here on him. Getting the Bray Herds, you know, once again, maybe that's not the best thing. I just didn't want to get the melee defense penalty, to be honest. And that just looked like the least bad option. Okay, so we'll do that next episode. We'll start off with a spicy fight against Grimgore. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much. If you'd like to sponsor a campaign yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Let me know what you have in mind. We can set that up. Right now, it's just $30 for 15 episodes. If you want more, or if you want a special style of campaign, just let me know. We can talk about it. We can probably figure it out. But anyways, that's going to be it. Have a good day. See you next time.